Hey guys, welcome to The Sophisticated Scoundrel. Before we get started, I would love for you to be sure to download the free chapter of my book, The Masculine Code, right down below. You can find it in the information section and the first pinned comment. So make sure you get the first chapter of my book, The Masculine Code. That's all about holding masculine frame. So today's video is going to be a question from a guy who has some questions to me that I received on Instagram about a girl he's been seeing for 5 months. So I'm going to read that question and answer it as we go here. So hopefully you can take some of this information if this applies to you and what you're up to in your part of the world. All right. I've been going out with this girl for 5 months. She's really my dream girl, and everything about her is amazing, he says. The last 5 months have been great. There's been some bumps, but overall it's been a dream. So the one thing you have to remember is usually for the first 3-4 months, people are on their best behavior. They're trying to leave a good impression, and you really don't get to know someone's true character until after the first 3 months or 90 days or so. So let's just see what she's all about. She has a ton of past trauma and hurt from family and other boys. Okay guys, well, this is our first red flag. She has a pretty bumpy upbringing. Don't know exactly the details, but anytime someone talks about trauma from family and then also from other boys, this tells me that most likely that this girl has pretty low self-esteem. She's been used and abused by other guys, and now this guy comes along and thinks, maybe I can save her. Maybe I can be different. Maybe I can show her a better way. I've been healing her, I guess, by being everything she has ever wanted and being me. So again, this guy thinks that he can heal her. This is what they call white knighting, when you think you can come in on the horse and rescue her from her horrible situation. And this is just a danger zone, guys, and so many men do this. They think they can go in, show a girl a new life, and things will be happily, they'll just live right into the sunset and live happily ever after. And that's very rarely a reality. It just doesn't happen much. People need to really go through some self-work, usually therapy of some sort, and to deal with their issues that haunt them from their past. Okay, here we go. Recently she said that out of nowhere we can't be together because she's not ready for a relationship and can't fully commit to me because of all the stuff she has going on in her life. Okay, well, this tells me a couple of things. One, most likely this guy is over pursuing. I mean, I can tell that he's already white knighting. He thinks he can come in and save her. He's probably blowing up her phone, making sure she's okay, seeing what she's up to, making sure, you know, she feels okay and checking in on her. And 9 times out of 10, that's going to make a girl feel very suffocated. It's going to make you look needy, and it's going to make it look like you have nothing else going on in your life except her, which is a really bad position to put yourself in. And the cold, harsh reality of this kind of stuff is that if a girl says she can't be in a relationship or isn't fully ready to commit, that means one thing: she's not ready to commit to you, and most likely because you're doing something that is turning her off. And again, in this case, I think he is because he's very needy and probably a little bit of a beta dude. We have always figured it out. She told me before she was suicidal as well, and I saved her without knowing it. Okay guys, again, suicidal, past trauma with family, past trauma with men. This is just not somebody that you want to get into a romantic relationship with from the very beginning. That was this guy's first mistake, is to even get into a relationship with a woman like this. She's not ready for it. I'm not saying she's a bad girl, but she's just not at a place where she should be doing this. And you as a man need to be able to discern whether or not the person that you're interested in should be in a relationship or not. You're the leader of the relationship, and if she's not ready, then don't do it. Okay. She said she needed time away because, she said she needed time away, but she won't see me because she said if she does, she'll forget about everything and be with me. She said she needed time away, but she won't see me because she said if she does, she'll forget about everything and be with me. We tried being friends a couple times as she takes time, but she said she keeps falling for me. Okay, so this is what I see from a behavior like this, is that she's not willing to give herself to a guy that she actually has feelings for. She's forcing herself to stay away. Things that are actually good in her life, she pushes away. Things that are bad, she pulls in. So she's purposely trying to stay away from someone that maybe she does like. This is just very mixed messaging. Again, I have a feeling she's saying the whole trying to be friends thing. I think this is essentially her wanting to keep him in friend zone as an orbiter until she finds another guy that she can jump to. So she just kind of uses him and then, you know, pulls back. We are talking again, and she said she will come back to me 100% with everything she has, but she needs time and she only knows when she's ready. It's hard to say all of it here. Okay, I wish we could schedule talk. Okay, so only she will know when she's ready. Right. So again, my take on this here, buddy, is that she's feeding you a line. She wants you to stay in orbit while she goes and does other things. It makes a woman who's really into you, she's gonna want to be with you all the time. A woman who is not really into you but maybe wants to keep you around, she wants to be friends. She gives these excuses like, I need time, I'm not ready. These are just things, this is female language that is telling you you're not the guy. But a lot of guys can't decipher this, but I'm deciphering it for you. When a woman says, I need time, that means you're crowding her, or that you're rushing her, or that you're too needy. And then when she says that she wants, she needs time and only she knows when she's ready, okay, that usually means that I need to explore with other men, and if they're not that good, then I'll come back to you because I know you'll be here still waiting for me. So, I don't know how old this guy is. Okay, he goes on to say, what should I do if she comes back and tells me she is committed 100%? Well, I told him that you need to just let her go, man. She's got family issues. She's the suicidal thing. She's got a bad past with these traumatic boyfriends. And quite frankly, until she works on some of this stuff and gets herself to a better spot, she's not going to be someone that you want to be with. And it sounds like you yourself need to do some work on discerning women who are healthier partners and who are not healthy partners. Healthy girlfriends, I should say. Because you're being drawn into this sort of, I don't know what she looks like, maybe she's super hot and he's just being drawn into it because of her looks, but he's not thinking rationally. You know, I'm sure there's probably things that they connect with, but at the end of the day, when you're dealing with someone with this much baggage, it's gonna be drama, it's gonna give you mixed messages, and it's just not worth your time. Get yourself to a position where you find girls who are healthy, who come from good families, who have good relationships with their parents. Get yourself to a spot where that is more attractive to you than having to help some, you know, sick little bird that you want to fix up and mend and be the white knight and the hero. It's never going to work, because at the end of the day, even if you do, she looks at you as this sort of fixer guy, and eventually resentment builds. I've seen this and I've dealt with this myself enough to know that after a while, they're going to get irritated that you're trying to help them so much, because they're going to say that they didn't ask for your help, or they don't need your help. They're going to push you away. So you're just going to put yourself into a really, really bad position. So my advice is to let her go. You know, just separate yourself from her, let her go, let her do her thing, wish her well, work on yourself, and find a girl who's come from a much more stable environment, stable family, and much more normal, who can just communicate with you well and give you a good relationship that you're looking for. So if you guys have any questions about this, please let me know down below. And if you would like if you're going through an issue and you want to get some one-on-one coaching with me, you can also find a link down below and book a time that works best for you. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.